Jeremy made it safe and sound back to Spokane, Washington. What do we got on the TV?
9, 8, 7.
Wow, a launch. Fucking past satellite Falcon 9 launch. Live. Whoa! It's lifted off. Look at that. Look at that. I can't see nothing. It's a big red ball. Whoa! It's going up. I can't wait till it tilts horizontal. Wow. Huh? Wow. Pretty wild. Should be making it full screen, shouldn't I? Whoa! Holy cow! Launch!
For those of you just joining us, you are watching the Falcon 9 as it descends through the atmosphere, carrying the POTS satellite to a polar sun.
We have a business proposition
What?
for you.
What is that about?
Approaching what we call max Q. This is the point at which the aerodynamic forces in the rocket are at the greatest.
Huh. Alright. Awesome.
Falcon 9 actually throttles itself down as it passes through max Q and then throttles
Well,
back once we're through it.
It's not... Oh? It doesn't look like it's going up. It's looking like that's curving already. Wow. Look at that. That is a horizontal rocket. It's going horizontal. It's going horizontal. Where the hell is it going? It's not going up in the sky. It's not going up in space.
Through our maximum
Nope.
aerodynamic pressure, max Q, that Falcon 9 rocket is now throttling back up
Oh.
to full speed as it ascends through the atmosphere.
The hell? Yeah? That's what it's doing? It's going down, looks like.
We have a business
Oh, come on.
proposition for you.
Higher through the atmosphere, the ambient air pressure
Oh.
starts going further and further down, so you can see those exhaust gases getting bigger and bigger on your camera screen right now.
Wow.
In about 20 seconds, we're going to be passing through what we call MECO, which is main engine cutoff. That's when that first stage is going to complete its burn. Shortly after that, we'll have stage separation, and then second engine start, SES-1. Let's watch that happen now.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. Okay.
Yeah, Miko.
Okay, so something came off of something, huh? I love it. The camera's always facing down. Always facing down, never facing up. Never. Never showing us what's above us, always showing what's beneath us as we're going.
And then what appears to be...
Oh, look at that big old thing. Yeah. You know, you can prove to me that that's a real shot. Up in space, sky, atmosphere,
You
whatever.
just saw it on your screen. That was a successful fairing.
You just saw it on your screen, he said. You just saw it on your screen.
Right now. SpaceX will be attempting to recover this fairing today.
Oh, they will attempt it. May not do it, eh? Look at. Yep.
On your screen right now, you can see the Merlin Vacuum D engine nozzle. This is a radiatively cooled engine nozzle, meaning that it vents the heat from those hot exhaust gases by radiating that energy. You can see it glowing red hot, burning that energy away.
Burning energy, huh? You can just burn
For those of you
energy.
down in Southern California, you might get a good glimpse of those exhaust gases as the second stage accelerates. Looked like a nice clear morning today in Los Angeles.
Wow, it's pretty amazing stuff. I love looking at engines. You know, that are allegedly freaking shooting. Great angles. It's not straight down. That looks horizontal. Must be the way the camera's positioned. What do I know, right? I don't know. Just telling you what I think my eyes see.
Ascends higher and higher into orbit. Let's talk a little bit about exactly what orbit we're going to.
Yeah,
today.
please.
This is a low Earth orbit, polar sun synchronous orbit.
Okay.
Low Earth orbit refers to the height of the orbit above the Earth, so things such as the International Space Station are also in low Earth orbit, but they orbit more along the equator, which is what's called a low inclination orbit.
Like thermosphere?
Polar orbit circles vertically about the Earth with respect to its poles, so that it passes over the North and the South poles. This is the orbit we're going to today. Certain types of polar orbits, like this one, a sun-synchronous orbit, keeps the orbit's plane directly in line with the Sun. This allows any satellite that's in a sun-synchronous orbit to see all points of the Earth from exactly the same lighting conditions as illuminated by the Sun.
Okay.
This is extremely useful for imaging applications.
Of course, imaging, faking.
Primary intended purpose.
Yeah. Well, if it's in the orbit of the ISS, that's the thermosphere.
Low Earth orbits only require a single burn, so we won't be having a coast phase or a second engine start 2, like we would normally have for geosynchronous Earth orbit launches.
Okay, so here, let's look up real quick thermosphere heat. Thermosphere temp. Thermosphere temp, 3,632 or higher, huh?
For those of you just joining us, we did have a successful liftoff of the
successful
Falcon 9
liftoff.
rocket at 6:17 a.m.
All right, so now
from Space Launch Complex
we got that
toward
temperature
Vandenberg Air
there.
Force Base. Shortly after
This
that, the first stage completed its
contraption
job,
they're showing isn't made of
separating from
steel.
that second stage.
It's made of
Currently
things
watching
lighter
the
than
second
that
stage
so that it can
as
get
it
up that
continues its
high.
burn. It's
Steel
only
melting
today,
temp.
And accelerating that POTH spacecraft to a low Earth orbit. The next major event is going to be at about T plus 8 minutes and 58 seconds. That's when that second engine cutoff is going to happen, also known as SECO.
2,500, 2,750. Remember what we just said before
Right now
that?
you can see the curvature of the Earth.
Oh!
Just behind that,
Let's see the
and
curvature of the
back
Earth.
to the engine nozzle.
Oh! The curve of the Earth. That's great.
All telemetry is still looking nominal from that.
Oh,
second
look at
stage.
that little curve right there. Perfect. The curve of the Earth. Settles it once and for all, don't it? This thing would burn up. It would melt. It's not going up to where they're saying it is. Not at all. Aluminum melts even lower than steel, of course. No way. There's circuitry, electricity. That's all wrapped up in plastic. That melts at about 600. It's not going up to where they're saying
As we
it
burn
is.
fuel in that second stage,
Thermosphere,
freaking
freaking ISS is not up there. Not in it. It's fake. A hoax.
Keep a constant acceleration
I don't even
on
believe
the
that
second
this
stage
thing
and
is
its
as far as it
payload,
is they're
actually
saying right now,
throttle that
neither.
vacuum engine
They're just
down
filming
towards
some
the end.
freaking engine and putting stuff
We're getting
behind
close
it.
towards the end of the burn right
And you're
now.
buying
Throttle
it.
down is beginning.
And, you know, I can't blame you. You know why? I believed in the ISS. I thought that was as high as humans could go. I knew we faked the moon landing. My dad told me that since I was young. He knew. He's awake. And I was like, you can't go up there because of the Van Allen belt, but the ISS is right beneath it, so that's as far as we can go. Then I woke up a little more and found out that that's fake, along with satellites and this stuff. So they are taking and just taking away from your mind, from your pockets, taking everything. And like I said, I can't blame you. I believed it too. Indoctrinated since birth. But now I'm starting to question things. And I'm realizing nothing is what I think it is. This isn't happening right now. What you're seeing right here. This freaking thing is not going up into space. There is no space. The only space there is between your ears where your brain should be. And I'm sorry, that's harsh. I know, but sit down, question everything, research things, and realize NASA is fake and lying and is a hoax. SpaceX, space exploration, Elon Musk, just more fake money-taking people.
That was a second engine cutoff right there.
Oh! Second engine cut off!
And that's Merlin vacuum engine.
A Merlin vacuum! Oh, look! Look at that nice little cartoon of what happened.
Reached the intended low Earth orbit.
It reached the intended. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Come
Right
on.
now, the primary payload, that POTH spacecraft, is still attached to the top of the second stage by way of a payload adapter fitting. It has
Payload adapter
springs.
fitting.
In about
Perfect.
1 minute and 30 seconds from now, those locks are going to release, and the springs
Woo! Look at that!
satellite a
Look at
gentle
that!
push
Look at
away
that!
from
Look
the
at
top
that!
of the second stage,
Boom, boom, boom!
so that it can begin its own journey.
Exploding! Woo woo! Little eruption in space. In low Earth orbit.
We are now 1 minute away from that payload deployment.
Oh my gosh, we're 1 minute
Like
away
we were
from the
saying
payload.
earlier, we're
Payload,
having
sorry.
hopefully
All
we'll
excited
have
like a
from the top of
freaking
the second
porn
stage
over here.
Looking at the POTH satellite as it deploys, you may see on the sides of the spacecraft,
Oh.
you're going to see two extra things. Those will be the SpaceX demo satellites.
Gotcha.
I'd love to give you footage of those deploying too, but unfortunately, the second stage will be passing out of ground station coverage before those satellites deploy. So we're just going to be covering that primary payload POTH satellite deployment. Stand by for deployment in about 10 to 15 seconds.
Oh my gosh. 10, 15 seconds! Payload deploy!
And there you can see it. That looks like a successful separation of the payload of the POTH satellite. You can see those SpaceX demo satellites
Look
to
at
the
that.
left and right of the payload adapter fitting. But the primary payload is right now gliding
Nope.
away from that second stage.
No way.
Soon it will unfurl its own solar panels and start communicating with the ground teams. So right now, this is going to bring an end to our webcast coverage. For those of you who just joined us, we had a successful launch from Space Launch Complex
Of course you
4.
did. You wouldn't
Successful
show it if it
stages
wasn't
of
successful.
separation and a
Oh,
good second engine
know,
burn.
come
And
on.
finally, just now, a good separation of that POTH satellite. On your screen is a live view of the Falcon 9 rocket as it prepares to launch the ISDASAT
Oh,
POTH
that's
satellite
it.
into
All
a
right.
sun-synchronous
So,
polar orbit.
that
Good morning from
was
SpaceX
the
headquarters in
freaking
Hawthorne,
launch.
California. It is
Wow.
February
Holy
22nd,
cow.
just after
Freaking amazing. Cool stuff. You know, this is just like this. Thank you, Jake Gibson. This is a great shirt. It makes people it makes people laugh and think and just wonder about stuff that they maybe didn't. Elon Musk, SpaceX, NASA. Bullshit. They're all full of it. Look stuff up. Space Shuttle Challenger. When it exploded, nobody was in it. People are not in space shuttles when they take off. Nobody's been to space. Highest person was Auguste Piccard. Yes, like Captain Picard from Star Trek Next Generation. I forget, whatever, but he is, so I won't say that it's wrong, but he's the guy who went up the highest, and I forgot his contraption. Forget how many miles, so I'm not going to say any to estimate or be wrong or anything. You can look it up in Popular Science, 1931, maybe the August edition. And he's the human who's gone the highest. Higher up than the frickin' Red Bull Spaceman fake jump, anyway. And that may have not been a fake jump, but a fake background from when he jumped. How about that? So, yeah. Auguste Piccard. There's a reason why Star Trek uses him. He's a real guy. He went up super high. And you should see or read what he said he saw. Popular Science, 1931. Check it out. Jeremy Youngman, Spokane Super Tattoo. Tattoo Family Youngman. NASA lies. SpaceX frauds. Wake up. Stay woke. Question everything.